look back at the film, I guess, what did you see from maybe the first three quarters, and then how proud of you were you in retrospect of how you responded?
Well, it was a tough game. They were a good defense. Looking back, they were stout. We had a hard time running the ball. They did a good job in coverage. We turned the ball over a few times early, and that kind of got us out of rhythm, especially with that one on the first drive after we crossed the 50. But you got to give them credit. They were a good team. We made a few mistakes, and that can't happen in a game like that. But it is good to see us bounce back, and defense kept us in the game, and then we put some touchdowns together at the end. So that's good to see.
Well, Coach Payton has been quick to defend the offense when there's been mistakes. What does it mean to a locker room to have a coach that's quick to defend you guys, but then in private being able to push you guys?
Well, that's everything, and he's been doing it for a long time, so he kind of he knows the way to go, and he knows how to lead a group of men, and I think we respect that, and we understand that it's a group effort, and we can help him too by the execution, and we can help him and all that kind of stuff, and so it's just a group effort, and that's what great teams do.
Well, I know you've never played in SoFi yet, at least with the Broncos, but Sean has said how sometimes there's 2/3 Broncos fans there. Courtney said it too. What are you expecting when it comes to the fan turnout in Broncos country, and how unique an atmosphere would that be?
Yeah, well, I'm excited. I think we can do a good job filling up with Orange. So. We have great fans. They're going to travel really well. They have all year, and hopefully we'll have even more at this game. It's great when you can flip a stadium and turn it to your colors on a road game, and those are fun atmospheres to play in because you are on the road. You are playing in a different environment, but you got more of your fans there, so it's never a bad thing, and it'll help us out a lot.
Well, we've seen you make adjustments from game to game throughout your growth this season, and that is when you're making in-game adjustments. Coach talk about body language from the quarterback, how important it is. How do you kind of deal with that, knowing your position, that if you get down, you can bring the team down and trying to get on to the next play?
Well, I've had a lot of reps at it. I've had many mistakes in my lifetime. Going all the way back to 7th grade when I started playing. You throw picks and you got to move on. And I've been on the opposite and shown bad body language. So it's just reps and just resiliency and just learning that you're going to get a new opportunity. You got to flush it and move on to the next, and hopefully you keep from doing it again. And whatever happens, they whether good or bad, they're looking at you. So that's the fact of the game. That's what it is. So I have to treat it accordingly and have good body language and move on.
But when you have a chance to clinch, do you embrace that personally, or do you try to put that aside for this game?
Well, it's we've talked about all year. The next game's the most important game, and right now this is what's important to us, and it's the most important. I think this next one would put us on track for where we want to go. So we have a lot of work to do. The job's not finished, so that's what we're going to do.
What's the key to keeping a level head in the midst of having success while you're in the middle of a journey?
Well, I said it, before, but I think we've all been, on the other side of success, and we understand what it's like to be knocked down, and we don't want to be that again. So we want to continue to do what's gotten us to this point and what's allowed us to have success, and that's working hard, showing up at practice, doing the dirty work, so we can go out there and play a good game.
Two more for Bo.
Well, I'm sure every game you can see stuff you want back, wish you did different. You told us Sunday you thought you were seeing it well, but after watching the film, did that confirm that, or did you miss some things, separate from the picks, just in general?
I saw it well. I just think, sometimes in what I'm learning is in the league, you're playing against the expert of, the defense. So they study and they're preparing and they're doing the same things that I'm doing. So, for example, like in the first one, Mike Linebacker did a great job of, he started to carry the vertical and he fell off on the in cut. And we talk about it all the time, but it's different when you see that for the first time. So there's a level of anticipation that you got to be a little bit careful of and be wary of, and then also not be late. So there's a good happy medium there. But it's the things that I see on film. It's the things that I've noticed and picked up that it's a part of the NFL that that's going to continue to get used to, and that's the exciting part of it. Is I got a long road ahead of me, and so it's fun to keep up with these veterans and go out there and play to their strengths. And so that's kind of what we're working for, and excited to grow from last game. And there's a lot that we can grow from. So that's the good thing about football.
You got 3 games.
Last one, Mike.
You got 3 games to win 1, but that's not the way you want to look at it, right?
Yeah, we got 3 games to win 3 and go into the playoffs and win a Super Bowl.